Hey guys, how's it going? It's about I don't know, 2:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. It might be a little dark video. I think that's a Big Dipper up there. I want to talk a little bit about someone, Alisa, right? I received an email, and I wanted to talk about this, and I'm going to go ahead and say it up front too. There is a $20,000 reward for the person who helps bring her home. No stipulations, just bring her home. $20,000 at stake to someone just to bring her home to her mama and daddy. Okay? She was this little girl. I don't know how she got all this help. I would love to know, because I think whoever helped her at the bus station deserves to be questioned and brought in. You don't randomly buy tickets for people and take their cash. It just doesn't, you should never do that. Not unless you look at an ID, you check their age. I mean, you just don't do that, right? Unless, I mean, the only thing I can think of is that maybe she gave someone a heartfelt story, right? Like, I'm trying to get home, my mom's sick, or, you never know. Sometimes they say different things, and then somebody felt bad and gave in and bought them the ticket, but I don't know. Her mom dropped her off at school on April 21st, 2025, and she didn't go to school. She went to the little gas station right next to the school, and the family is desperately praying for her to return home safe. And it's just, it doesn't make sense to me, right? There's like a little gas station there, like by the school or whatever, and that was the last time she was seen, right there at the gas station. And she was talking to some friends that go to school there, because the store is right next to the school, or in the school parking lot, or connected to the school, or something of this nature there in Utah. But this little girl got dropped off by her mom at school like any other day. It's a normal day, any other day, right? And this little girl, 15 years old, which I still want to know why she ran away. I always say they run for a reason, and I would like to know that reason. I think I know the reason, but I'm not for sure yet. But someone that knows the family reached out to me and said, "Will you please help?" And when somebody reaches out to me and says, "Please help," I'm gonna help. This person wants to remain anonymous, and I will do that. I told this person, I said, the only thing that I will share is a first name. So at least that way maybe the family will know. Susan is the first name. That's all I'm going to say. But I received an email tonight, and I kept trying to go to sleep, and I couldn't sleep. I just kept thinking about it, and I just kept thinking about that mom and them parents and the family and what they must be going through. To put a $20,000 reward up for your child with no stipulations other than one, bring her home. That is the way, I think that's how all rewards should be. It should be all these stipulations. Cut and dry. To the point. Love it. I love it. I love it. I hate the situation. My heart breaks for the situation. But I like the way they did the reward. This is a girl that, was, like I said, was dropped off at school. Alisa was dropped off at school. She's 15. She's actually a very educated girl. She's very smart in school. She's very, very good grades. And that's why this is almost just like so out of the ordinary. The South Jordan police said Alisa Petrov, if I hope I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. Vanished from her school in American Folk, or which was the last place her mother saw her on April 21st. I dropped her off at school. She entered the building but didn't make it into the classroom. Alisa reportedly went to the gas station that was in adjacent to the school, so I'm guessing right there. Her mother said the teen was seen inside talking with some other students from her class. She told them that she's running away, her mom said. Her mom told the Daily Herald. Okay, remember, this little girl lives in Utah. Okay? She exited. Okay, hold on. I'm not going to jump to that. But anyway, because this is what's bugging me the most. Is that somehow she got a ride from the store to the bus station. They call it Parvo Central Station. It's like a bus transit station or whatever. Bus station. When she traveled there with someone dropped her off there, and that's where she was last seen, according to police. Her mother said the family later learned that Alisa may have asked a young woman to purchase a ticket to Las Vegas in exchange for cash. Another person said they saw her asking for a ride to Salt Lake. The authorities believe she's possibly somewhere in Las Vegas area. She's believed to have attempting to meet individuals she met online using multiple social media platforms and chat applications. Police said in an April 29th press release talking about the teen. The reason for running, there's some that I don't know, this is what I'm trying to learn. They fear she might have been influenced by online interactions with strangers. Alisa's father, or Alisa's, I think it's Alisa, but father took to social media on Monday saying it's now been 2 weeks since she vanished and that he thinks there's a high chance that she's with someone dangerous. A website dedicated to finding the teen lists a $20,000 reward for the person who helps bring her home. Police have listed her as a runaway, juvenile who is endangered. Okay? And I am a little bit lost for words here, because evidently she's treated like a little princess, and this is just what I'm learning. Now, this is not her side of the story. This is only one side of the story. That pretty much has actually a really good life and is loved very, 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 very much. Now, like I said, that's hearing one side, not both. Because I always say there's a reason for running away. Usually in a case like this, evidently her cell phone technology is what's leading them to the statement they gave, where they feel like she has been lured by someone, right? Las Vegas is a dangerous, dark city. A lot of evil things. What do they say? There's a lot of holes in the desert over there. I don't go there. I've been to Tahoe. I've been to Reno. I've been one time through there. I'm not a gambler or nothing like that, but I have been one time through there. for a sporting event. But it's the city of sin to me. It is. It's not safe for teenage girls. It's just not. I hate to say that because we see this so many times. These girls get lured in by these people, these predators, these pimps, whatever you want to call them. And they don't use that term anymore, but it's heartbreaking because most likely she's right now, she's not able to leave. She's not in control of her own life anymore. She's not this stand-up kid that she thought she was anymore. All that's probably been stripped from her. She's probably been, I don't even want to say it. I don't want to say it. Y'all know where I'm getting at. There's some dangerous people over there. And these escort services are not escort services. We know this. They utilize that. They find a loophole in anything they can. It's like fans only. I don't know how that stuff is operational. It should all be shut down. In my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, I'm just one person in this whole entire huge world. But it's so... I'm sure they probably promised this girl the world. And then when she got there, it was nothing like she was promised. And that's the most heartbreaking part. This is a child that is in need of a rescue somehow, some way. And I'm going to find out tomorrow, after I visit with my boss on a Zoom call, if there's any way I can take 3 days, because I want to go to Las Vegas. And this is very, very serious. I think anybody that has the means that can go should go. It's not about the reward. Y'all know me. Even if I was to find this girl, I would not take that money anyway. I would let the family use that money to put her in counseling, right? Because most likely she's probably going to need that, if she's ever found. That's the scary part of it all. I pray to God she is found. But after this long, over a month, I don't know. Depends on whoever lured her. It just breaks my heart to think about it. It does. I have one of my daughters is the exact same age. Exact same age. Exactly. My youngest will be 16 in November. My oldest just turned 21 in March, remember? And this is why I always say, figure out a way that works to talk to your children, no matter what. You're going to have to say things sometimes that they don't want to hear, or that you feel, oh, it's too soon to say that. It's never too early to say that. Now, if they're 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, yeah, I get that. But from 10 on, you better be making sure that you got it written on the refrigerator. You got these little notes everywhere that you put in their head, and so it programs it in their head, right? Like, don't talk to strangers, right? We're looking at Jack and Lily Sullivan case. Oh, they're not aware of stranger danger, right? That's all a front. To me, Jack and Lily's mother and stepfather, her boyfriend, whatever you call Daniel, they know exactly where these children are, in my opinion. They know exactly what happened to those kids. And they're lying through their teeth. And I pray that that's all going to come out. I've been telling y'all, this trail cam, I think it's going to solve this case. if it hasn't solved it already. But anyway, back to Alisa. It's Alisa, or I think if it was Alyssa, it would have two S's. But there's so many ways to spell names now. I mean, it's way different, but it looks like Alisa to me. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But this little child, this little angel, still, to me, it's not about finding her, it's about rescuing her at this point. She needs someone to rescue her. If you're in Vegas, please keep a picture of this girl on your phone, and just, if you see someone that looks similar or anything, please call 911. I mean, approach her, ask her if that's her name. I know a lot of people don't like to intervene. I'm a big intervening person, right? I bet you I've asked 5 people if they were Sebastian Rogers since I've been searching for Sebastian Rogers. I don't hesitate, and if the parents are there, I explain to the parents, and I show them the photo, and that's usually all it takes, right? People are usually okay, and when it comes to, hey, I'm looking for a missing child, and this is what they look like. Your son looks exactly like Sebastian Rogers. Okay, now you understand where I'm coming from, right, ma'am? And then they're like, yes, and I'm so happy you're looking for these children. See, a lot of people are appreciative of what we do. And if you just explain yourself, usually it'll work. And by explaining yourself, you know, even if it's not her, it still puts the word out there. Flyers need to be going up everywhere in the Las Vegas area, like Lake Tahoe, Reno, all in that area, Nevada, all around that area. You know, that big strip that goes around Reno, that goes all the way to Vegas, that big circle, I call it, that goes around Lake Tahoe and then goes out that way, all that area needs to be done. There's a really good cafe over there too, on that loop, right? We're looking at the water, wonderful food. But it's not getting much attention, and I know why. It's like I always say it. It's because it's a runaway. And this has proven that it's a runaway. Even her parents said she ran away. She even told her friends at school she was going to run away. Right? But that is a young child. 15. She still has her baby face to me. And I'm old, but you know what I'm saying? To me, she still has her baby face. And she did not know what she was getting herself into. I really don't think she did. Because as bright as she is and as educated as she is in school, I think if she'd have really stopped and thought about what she was doing, and somebody would have been sharing with her the possibilities of what could have happened and what can happen, and explained to her that they might put you in a ring over there, and then they're making money off of you, and you're just being substance up all day long. They can make as much money as they want to. It's heartbreaking. And I mean, it's heartbreaking that there's evil people like this out there. That there should be a task force designed for these kind of people. I call them pimps. I don't care. I'm old school. And, you know, they walk with a limp, whatever you want to call them, right? A cane and a limp and a hat down low, whatever you say it. I don't remember how my grandpa used to say it. But I know my grandpa used to say, they all need to be in jail. I mean, they're a form of bodyguard. I get it in some ways, but they're usually abusive themselves. It's just, oh my gosh, guys. It's heartbreaking story right here. So I'm hoping that I know I just kind of barely went back to work. I'm not even back full time yet. I'm just kind of back part-time in it right now, but I don't think it'll be a problem. I just don't know. I hope I can get away and go. Problem is I'm on call this whole holiday. But if I can, this is a perfect time really to be down there looking right now, because all the holiday and everything's going on. There'll be a lot going on. And I understand you got to do more at night than you do during the day. But I'm okay with that because I'm usually up all night anyway half the time. I just, these nightmares sometimes get me, and I don't know. I've just always had that problem with nightmares. I don't know if any of y'all experience that, but if I see something or like, I don't know, something weird. And I'm not trying to change the subject at all. I'm just saying I don't know if any of y'all have nightmares, but it's totally scary, right? And to think about, because that's gunshots. What the heck? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. They're way off, but I hear them. Nobody's hunting this time of night. I mean, morning. Huh. That's weird. There's like 5 or 6 of them. Y'all hear that? Man. But anyway, back to my story. I don't know if y'all have nightmares or problems with nightmares. I never really, I didn't when I was younger. They didn't start till I was in my 20s, but I've been having, like I dozed off earlier for a little bit and kept having the same nightmare, like I was falling. But it wasn't just me alone. It was one other person with me, but I was falling in weird ways. Like, I was in a car with a group of people, and I don't even know who they were. And it's like there was like a blowout or something, and we just drove off, and all I saw was tops of trees, and it just felt like I was falling forever and never hit the bottom. And another one, it was like I was running through the woods or something, and I just fell and just kept falling, but never hit the bottom. It was weird. I don't know. And then I was like, I'm not even going to try to close my eyes again. And I got up, and I had been sent this email, and I was reading over it, and I read it over again and again, and I was just like, I'm going to get on and do a video. I know it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sorry for that, but awareness can be spread at any time of the day. And right now, she needs everyone's help. We need to plaster this all over Las Vegas. We need to start bringing these types of situations. These happen more than we know, guys. And a lot of times, because they're runaways, a lot of people don't pay attention to it. But you know what? That needs to change. Their heart beats the same as ours. Their blood pumps the same as ours. Their pulse beats the same as ours. They put their shoes on the same way we do. They brush their hair the same way we do. They brush their teeth the same way we do. And they're somebody's loved one. And this bright, smart, educated, well-mannered young child deserves everyone to fight, everyone to dig, everyone to spread. We need to focus more on every case and not just random cases, every case. And I know it usually doesn't work that way, but there's a way. There's enough true crime channels out here where we can, if every one of us would do just, even if it's one video on the case, that would be a lot of spreading it. I mean, it would be. And in this case, Alisa needs, those parents are begging. They're heartbroken. You know, that if only this girl, you hear that that's gunshots. Wow, that was 3 of them right there again. That's like 8 gunshots already in less than 5 minutes. Huh. Those sounded closer too, but I mean, still probably a mile, but there's another one. That is weird. Y'all hear? I bet y'all heard it that time. It's sidetracking me. I'm sorry. I'm not used to hearing that this time of the morning ever. But these parents, I'm sure they're crushed. I'm sure they feel like they failed this child. I'm sure they probably feel like it's their fault. And it's not, but they probably feel like that. And all they want is their child home, to know she's safe, she's sound, she's with them. Her whole life right now, basically she just walked out on school, walked out on her parents, her family, the ones that love her, the ones that hug her, the ones that care about her, the ones that tell her good night every day, good morning every day, that make her breakfast, make her lunch, make her dinner. And if she's listening out there, you need to go home, pick up the phone. If you don't have your phone, go to anywhere, public library, police department, sheriff's office, hospital, fire department, any of those places. I mean, randomly, just shout on the street, start screaming. Somebody will come. There's too many people now with phones filming everything, especially in Vegas. My God, there's a lot of TikTokers and online sleuths and stuff in Vegas. Just start screaming in the middle of the street. It doesn't matter where you're at. Try to get away, try to run, try to cause a scene, as big a scene you can cause. And don't stop if you're being held against your will. And if you're not being held against your will, and you're just mad or upset or wanting to have a different path, at least notify your family. Think about this. Right now, your parents are like that sliding glass door that got hit by a rock from the lawnmower man, and it's about 1,000,000 pieces, but it hasn't fallen out of the frame yet. And any second, it can all fall. That's how your parents' hearts are feeling right now. So, like I said, if you hear this, if you can reach out, and we're gonna do our best to come and look. This is a different case. This is gonna be a different way of searching. I get it. It's gonna be more of a stakeout thing. It's gonna be more of nighttime, but it's okay. And I can pass the word on to people there, right? I can push the word to people there to bring awareness, to get people to start looking, right? And if for some reason I can't leave yet, as soon as I go to days off, I will go for a couple of days. This is a case that needs to be attention brought to it. It does. It's not getting much of anything. It's been over a month, guys. Heartbreaking is that. It's a 15-year-old little angel. And her parents just want her home, and they're willing to give somebody $20,000 just to bring her home. So anybody out there that needs money, here's your ticket, $20,000. All you have to do is find Alisa. Call the parents, call the police, or bring her home. That's it. That's all they're asking. And they'll be happy to give you $20,000. That's a quick $20,000. I mean, I know to me and to us, it's not about the money. I don't do it for that. If I did all this for money, this would be the wrong thing to be doing, right? I got a full-time job. I've been there 20 plus years. I'm not worried about that. It's my heart that makes me want to do it. And usually I don't jump on cases this fast, but when someone reaches out like that with the heartfelt way they reached out, my grandma always said, anyone, just because you don't know someone doesn't mean you can't help them, right? Sometimes the best friends you'll make in life are the ones you help with your heart, right? Help because you care. In the time of need, we have to step up. And it's the ones that step up in the time of need is the ones that get recognized and by the family or by whoever it may be, right? You never know who you're going to meet tomorrow. We don't know who we're going to meet tomorrow, who we're going to see tomorrow, right? We know somewhat if we go to the same office or the same, but we're always going to see new people, people we don't know somewhere in our day. And now my grandma always said, if someone asks you for help and you can help, you help them. Because it takes a strong person to ask for help. It does. And these parents are begging for anyone that can help to help. I cannot imagine a month plus not knowing where your child is, not knowing if they're safe, if they're eating, if they have clothes, clean clothes, if they have a roof over their head, if they have somewhere to sleep that's comfortable, that's not on the street in a box. Right? What I want to know is how much do they know? If they have cell phone technology, who are these people? If the parents feel like she's met someone on one of these apps that's dangerous, how do they know that this person is dangerous? They must know more. So I say, tell what you know. Put it out there. Paint a picture. Paint that picture, right? So we get a better understanding. I mean, it's just, this is a child that needs everyone's help and everyone's attention. She just does. Just like all these cases do, guys. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a lot yet. You know, I just, like I said, I couldn't sleep, and I just decided to come out here and do this in the wee morning hours. And it's 3 o'clock almost in the morning, or it's probably already after 3. About the time as the Tinkerbell video and the flashlight and flashlight video in the Sebastian Rogers case. It's about that time. It's just something about it. I just couldn't sleep, and I just couldn't stop thinking, my God, is this child okay? Is she being held against her will? Like, she's not even my child, and I feel that way. Can't imagine the parents. I just can't imagine the heartbreak and the tears every day, and the worry and the stress and the losing their mind. The child's not in their bed, they're not at home, they're not safe, you don't know. Whew. Oh my goodness. It's sad when you really break it down like that. So, if anyone can help, help. If you have anyone that you know really well that has another channel, that has a platform, I don't care what size the platform, doesn't matter. Ask them to share her face. Ask them to share this case. And see what we can come up with, right? We got Little Summer Well Search coming up really quickly. It's approaching so fast. I'm so ready for that too. We're gonna keep fighting for all these missing children, all these runaways. They run for a reason. I still want to know the full reason why she ran, and I'm sure it'll all come out eventually. But right now, it's not about that. It's about finding her and bringing her home safe. Somebody needs to find this child and do the right thing. Call 911, whatever you have to do to get this child home. So with that said, this isn't every normal runaway case. This is a scary, heartbreaking case that they know more than most of the time parents know when their children run away. Normally they don't know this much, but it seems that they've done their research. It seems that they were doing their digging, right? And every parent should. If your child runs away, I can imagine, I bet you freak the hell out, like lose your dang mind. I know him, I would. I know a lot of y'all would. Probably all of y'all would. You know, we got big hearts over here. We care about these cases. So with that said, keep her in your thoughts, keep her in your prayers. I know it's early, I'm sorry, but keep her in your thoughts, keep her in your prayers. Trigger warnings always. Y'all's comments, y'all's nails alone, not to reflect the channel. We do our research together, guys. We are a big heart, little family. I hope all y'all having a wonderful, incredible, blessed holiday weekend. And just like, that's all I ask. Just take a couple of seconds to say a little prayer for Alisa, and Alyssa. I'm so lost on it. I'm so tired right now too. I couldn't sleep, but I hope I'm even pronouncing it correctly. It's just, oh my God, it's just heartbreaking. Anyway, remember, everyone's innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. We don't have any suspects yet. We don't have any names yet. I hope we get them soon. I hope something breaks on this, just like I hope something breaks on all these cases. The truth must come out. But just remember, these are my opinions, my thoughts, my free speech. Guys, I'm entitled to my free speech. You know, my bigger letter bubble protects me. Take it as a grain of salt. But let's get this girl home. Let's get her found. Let's get her safe. If it's not too late. I mean, it's been over a month. That's scary. That a 15-year-old could go that long without communicating with her parents. That scares the heck out of me. Because has she wanted to and couldn't? Or is she just not with us anymore and can't, right? That's the scary part. We don't know. We don't know what she walked into or who she met or who lured her over there. We don't know that yet. But I pray to God law enforcement knows. But anyway, guys, y'all have a blessed night. We love y'all. Y'all can't even see me. Look, I'm right here. Y'all can see the top of my hat now that I turn my head, right? But when I'm like this, you can't see it, can you? So when I'm sitting here talking to y'all don't even know I'm here. And then when I do that, y'all see me, right? All right, guys. You have a blessed day. We love y'all, guys. We'll talk soon. All right. Say your prayers, guys. Power of prayer is good. God is good. All right, guys. Bye.